Hong Kong has changed forever in any way as a result of what we have experienced?
I think it's one of disappointment and resignation because ever since the outbreak in 2020, and we've been under this condition for 2 years now, actually everything was really started to look up by the end of 2021 because we were looking forward to opening up with China at least. But all of a sudden, the Omicron pandemic hit, and then it's completely out of control now. So after 2 years, there's really no end in sight. Hong Kong's been isolated from international travel. The Hong Kong government still imposed travel restriction on 9 countries, meaning that the people from 9 destinations, popular destinations, cannot come to Hong Kong. So basically, we are isolated. We've been living in this city for 2 years, and still, there's no end in sight.
政府嘅做法就坦白講，大家都覺得無所適從咯，即係成日都唔同嘅，都唔知邊啲係真，邊啲係假，係啦，呢個係即係我哋作為市民最擔心。
In terms of public health, we weren't able to capitalize again on those 2 years where we had very low cases, right? We should have made sure that more people are vaccinated, that we make sure that we know how to get out of this situation, not following a zero COVID plan, but rather a gradual process out of this situation. So at first, we did really well, but then we just stuck to the same plan. And again, this shows a lack of creativity, a lack of guidance, and a lack of leadership quality.
咁關於院舍方面，亦都有我哋都採訪了解。This is an unprecedented situation. In terms of responding to an epidemic of this magnitude, it has outgrown the normal capacity of the Hong Kong SAR government, or actually outgrown the capacity of Hong Kong. Where do we get all this manpower? Where do we get all these isolation facilities? Where do we get all these hospital beds? So in a situation like this, any adjustment in policies or in practices are to enable Hong Kong could cope with the situation as best as we could enable us to protect the public hospital system, but at the same time also to save lives.
The air from inside will not come outside. So it's the operator is 乾淨嗰就冇乜出嚟咯。明白，係啦。可以入去㗎呢間如果就，呢間係絕對乾淨。So you can see a lot of positive. Right now we have around 10 to 20%.